throw some jabs.
The fight starts now!
Sergio, the Floyd Mayweather-Logan Paul fight is in the books. And now the question becomes, will Mayweather be back doing this again, specifically against Logan's brother, Jake Paul? So if you're Floyd Mayweather, do you fight Jake Paul?
No, I think we've seen the last of Floyd Mayweather Jr. with boxing gloves at 44 years old and with those legs against inexperienced but bigger, naturally stronger, athletic. Because Logan Paul, give him, you can give him a lot of stuff, but he is athletic, he is strong, and they take this, training seriously. I don't care if he calls it a legalized bank robbery. Mayweather is bound to get caught, and by caught I mean clipped. It's not gonna be a fair fight. It's gonna be entertainment, but it's still punch for punch. And one haymaker from a taller, bigger, stronger guy, it only takes one shot. The legs weren't there, the hunger wasn't there. He didn't even train for this fight, he said. I think we've seen enough of this. I'm fine with Mayweather going to Japan fighting kickboxers. I'm fine if he wants to return to the WWE and do that charade. But as far as boxing with no headgear and gloves on, no more.
Yeah, I think it's over, and I think you could tell from the tone of Mayweather's voice that he thinks it's over as well. There will be some momentum to make Jake Paul against Mayweather if Jake Paul dispatches Tyron Woodley in the same way he's done Ben Askren and Nate Robinson and the guys before him. But Jake Paul's a big guy too, and I think you can make the argument, a strong one, that Jake Paul is a better boxer than his brother Logan. I think that one thing that Mayweather realized in this fight is that there can be a huge skill gap between you and another fighter. But if the other fighter has such a significant size advantage, there are going to be problems there. I mean, I've read some stuff on the internet that said, oh, Floyd carried him. He let Logan Paul get to the finish line. He could have ended this with one punch. No, he couldn't. Floyd Mayweather, after the second round, was trying to end that fight. He was being aggressive. He was coming forward. But to Logan Paul's credit, if you want to call it that, he was leaning on Mayweather. He was tying him up. And Sergio, you fought taller fighters. When a guy leans on you like that, puts all his weight on you, that saps the strength from your legs. And Mayweather is 44 years old. He's not in his prime anymore. So I think Floyd, while he'll take the paycheck from Logan Paul, I don't think he has any interest in doing something like this ever again.
No, and here's the thing, especially when you're dealing with professional fighters, especially defensive professional fighters, we don't like fighters that don't know how to box, that go in there and just slinging punches away, because they're not following things by the book. So they're throwing double right hands, they're punching you from down here, they're holding, they're grabbing, they're doing things illegally. And one of those shots, whether it's legal or not, you're not prepared for that. And obviously at 44 years old, you're not going to take it as well as you did when you're 18, 20, 22. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're fighting a guy that doesn't know how to fight. I used to hate fighting guys that just started boxing because they would wing punches from awkward angles and you couldn't just jab for jab or punch or counter. So this is what's happening here. It's not that Logan Paul could box. It's just that he's strong, he's big, and he's unorthodox. And usually with a guy like that, they're unpredictable, and unpredictable is dangerous.
And with Jake Paul, nobody's going to sit here and say he's a good boxer. But what he is a little twitchier than his brother Logan. So Mayweather might be able to see all of Logan's shots coming. There might be one that he doesn't see from Jake Paul. That's not something I think Floyd Mayweather wants to insert himself into anymore.
Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe All Media New York.